Hello, I'm Bob Russell. I'm Minister of Music at Tree of Life Church in Danville, Virginia. May I have 3 minutes of your time to encourage you to stay out of the fish tank today? What do I mean by that? Well, I'm simply trying to tell you or encourage you not to become a fish today in a fish tank. A fish is not too bright of an animal, needless to say. I used to go fishing a lot with my dad, and a fish would just bite any type of bait, and then it got worse. He ended up in the floor of the boat just flopping around. There are many types of baits that a fish will bite because they're not too bright. And in the same token, there are many types of bait that the enemy offers us. Now, some baits are easy to decline. They stink and they're slimy. But there are baits that tempt us to want to bite. Some baits are very shiny and attract us. And some baits wiggle. Do you like the baits that wiggle? Do you go after them? Well, baits will just lie there and wait on you to come after them, and you've got to be very careful not to be suckered in, if I can use that. When I was a kid, I used to love Cracker Jacks, and I liked them because in the box, about halfway down, I got a surprise. Well, when you go after a piece of bait, you're going to get a surprise, all right, but it's not quite this type of surprise you'd like to deal with. You see, because when you go after that shiny bait or that bait that wiggles or that piece of bait that just really turns you on, you're going to find a surprise in it, and it's called a hook. And that hook's got a barb on it. And once it gets you hooked and barbed, you're going to fight, struggle. You might even pray trying to get loose. You may even lose control of yourself trying to get that hook out of you where you have bitten the bait. Be careful today about getting too close to bait. It's not good for you. Now, if you're already hooked on a shiny or a wiggly piece of bait, there's only one way out, and that's Jesus Christ. Christ can get you off the hook, but you're going to have to be willing to accept the circumstances of the bait that you took in your life. If you're serious about wanting to get off the hook and accept the consequences, Christ will do something great for you. He said, I will take what was meant for your bad and I'll turn it to your good. Hope to see you next week.